came into college absolutely wanting to study abroad, and that's one of the reasons why I came to JMU.
And while we're here, we're learning about the people and the culture, and that's not something you can be taught necessarily in a classroom.
Study abroad is definitely a personal decision, and you're going to grow so much yourself. You are doing so many things independently.
It's eye-opening, being able to step out of the bubble of America and seeing different cultures.
Everything you learned, you definitely take back with you, so I would definitely say to study abroad.
Unlike anything that I've ever done before, and I imagine that most other people would have done before. It's an experience that I think you'll only get once, and I think everyone should do it.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Study Abroad Choices live session. We're excited to answer a few of your questions today about what the study abroad programming at JMU looks like. Here with us, we have a couple of members of the study abroad team, plus some students who work with our office and who have had the experience studying abroad. So before we get into some information and talk about some questions, I want to do a quick round of introductions. My name is Katie Sinsaba, and I'm the Assistant Director of Study Abroad. I've been in the office for a few years now. I actually didn't have the opportunity to study abroad in college, which is one of my biggest regrets about my 4 years at JMU, but I did have the opportunity to complete my graduate work overseas in Cape Town, South Africa. So now I'm really excited to work with students who do have that opportunity and to see what they learn and see how they grow during their study abroad opportunities at JMU.
Hello, I'm Donna Sharp, and I'm a study abroad advisor here at JMU, and I'm excited to get an opportunity to maybe talk with you personally. For me, I didn't get an opportunity to study abroad, but I have gotten the opportunity to visit a number of our sites, see all the difference that it makes in students' lives and the excitement that they're having on the ground and when they return. So I'm happy to help you get abroad as well.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Taryn Roberts, and I'm the Director of Study Abroad here at JMU. I primarily work with JMU faculty in developing short-term study abroad programs for you all, and also oversee a few internship programs abroad. I participated in several study abroad programs during my time as an undergraduate, and truly believe that those experiences were some of the best that I had in my college career, and they have actually ultimately led me to my career here. I've had the pleasure now of working in the field of international education and at JMU and study abroad for 6 years.
Hi, my name is Mary Elizabeth. I'm a senior at JMU studying communications and double minoring in sociology and writing. I did a short-term study abroad in Costa Rica for my sociology minor. And now on campus, I am a global ambassador who is happy to serve and help other students at JMU who are going abroad.
Hi, I'm Kayla McFarland. I'm studying writing, rhetoric, and technical communication. I did a semester in London the summer of 2019, and now I'm a Global Duke and I do social media and promotions.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pernell Whitfield. I am a study abroad advisor with JMU Study Abroad. I actually am a double Duke with JMU. It could be my undergraduate degree as well as my graduate degree. And I had an opportunity to study during my undergraduate career. I did a semester in London and I did a summer in Ghana. And it's also actually a full circle moment for me. I am now able to work with the Ghana program in different capacities. So yeah, excited to help students go abroad.
Great, thanks team. So as we answer some questions and provide some information, I want to remind our viewers that we have lots of this information that we're going to be talking about on our JMU webpage and also on our JMU Facebook page. Feel free to follow us on our social media accounts. Kayla made a reference to some of our social media work that we've been doing. There's lots of cool stuff to look at today, and we regularly post on there. So please follow us for more information, and there'll be people who are available to answer questions on those platforms as well if we don't get to them all today. Before we get to those questions, I just want to provide a quick overview of what you can expect from different study abroad program offerings. And we've already gotten a few questions about our types of programs. We have 5 main semester-long programs, which are traditional semester length. So anywhere between 9 weeks and 15 weeks, we'll have the opportunity to study abroad in either Antwerp, Salamanca, Florence, London, or Scotland. There are a lot of different classes that you can take for those programs, and some of those programs align specifically with other majors, whereas some of them are more open to a variety of majors. In addition to our semester-long programs, we also have 90+ short-term study abroad programs. And we're actually ranked #1 in the country for the amount of students who go on our short-term study abroad programs. And we've heard time and time again that students choose to come to JMU because of our robust study abroad offering. These programs are anywhere between 3 weeks and 8 weeks and typically take place in the summer, anywhere between 3 credits and 9 credits of work for the short-term programs. In addition to those short-term programs, we have other ways that you can study abroad, including linking onto an external partner who are providers who provide these study abroad opportunities around the world. We also have exchange partnerships connected with the international network of universities where you can go and study abroad for a semester at a university, and a student from a university will come and study at JMU, so it's a true exchange program. And then we also have a direct enroll opportunity where you can study and direct enroll in different programs at Oxford, Cambridge, and St. Andrews. So between our over 100 different options that you have for study abroad, we hope that you can find something that works best for you. And I want to give a little bit more context to what those programs look like. So I'm going to hand it over to Mary quickly so she can talk about a little bit more about her program and what she thinks the main benefit she got from studying abroad was.
Thank you. So like I said, I did a short-term study abroad in Costa Rica for my sociology minor. And so my study, it wasn't like a traditional, what you would think of studying in a classroom. My studying was all day and even throughout the night since I did homestay. And so it's not like I'm learning with a pen and paper. I was learning just through my experience. And going off of that, I would say that personally was the best thing that I gained. That's an experience that you can't get from just going on vacation. That is experience that I truly thank JMU, CGAE for giving me that opportunity.
Yeah, thanks, Mary. And Kayla, if you want to chime in a little bit as well about your study abroad experience, that would be great.
Yeah, so I did a semester in London, which was for my major. And I focused on completing major credits for that class. And I decided to go in the summer. I also completed an internship during my time there. And that went towards my major credits as well and gave me that global workplace experience, which is something I want to do when I'm older.
Great. So it looks like we have a lot of questions rolling in, so we'll get started with some of those. And Donna, I'm going to give you the first question. We have a question from Brianna, who's interested in learning more about our different program offerings that are different than just our semester-long offerings as well. So if you want to elaborate a little bit about what those look like.
Sure, thanks. Well, we have a wide variety of types of programs. We have everything from a spring break program where you would do some preparation courses before you go, and then your outing would actually be during spring break. And then with our summer courses, like Katie mentioned, they can be anywhere from just a couple of weeks long. We have opportunities for biology in the Virgin Islands. We have a geology dig in Ireland. We have psychology courses in Italy and Ireland and Austria. So, they can vary from summer to summer, but generally we have close to 80 programs going out, coming from different departments. They could be teaching a major course, or they could be teaching a gen ed course, something that's open to everyone, or something specific for major. So there's a real variety, and we have a lot of good search features on our website so that you can just type in a course that you want to take and see what kind of programs pop up. So, and then we can help guide you as well.
Great, Donna, thanks. Mary, I'm going to give you a question from Emily. Emily says that she's planning on being a double major and is curious about the best timing to do a study abroad and how to find a study abroad program that fits both of her majors.
That is a great question. So I, like you, was very ambitious with what majors and minors I wanted to do, being that I'm a major and double minor, and actually also have a pre-profession. And so I came to JMU knowing I wanted to study abroad. And so I looked at what was the best option for me, just based off of extracurriculars that I was doing. And so I would suggest personally going during the summer, which, like we have mentioned before, there are tons of short-term options during the summer. And keep in mind that studying abroad is not taking away from your studies, because you are getting credits towards those majors that you'll be studying. And so honestly, coming and asking advice from the advisors and the Center for Global Engagement, as well as other global ambassadors like myself, who are welcome to offering you like our student perspective, but it's totally possible.
And Pernell, I'll let you chime in on that one too. I know Mary mentioned coming to chat with advisors is a good option, and both you and Donna serve in that role. So what advice would you give to a student who's looking at fitting a double major in with a study abroad opportunity?
Yes, definitely come chat with us. We have walk-in advising Tuesday through Thursdays. You can just come in any of those times, and you don't have to have preset questions, but we're here to help you kind of map things out. But yes, you can come in. I always recommend students bringing a course list if you have it, or we can just pull it up on the web and kind of look at the courses that you have already taken and look at what you have left to take and kind of see what programs will offer those courses that you will need. I also recommend students to loop in their academic or major advisor with these conversations when planning for study abroad, because they know the curriculum like the back of their hand, and they'll be able to better tell you when is the best time for you to go abroad, what courses they might offer. And some majors actually have programs that are within their particular department, or professors lead those particular programs. So they might have a recommendation on programs that might fit your needs.
Okay, great. And Pernell, while we're on you, we have a question from Jennifer, and she wants to know if the programs that we have at JMU are offered through JMU, or are they partnered with other universities abroad? What does that look like?
Yes, so we do have JMU programs where you will go abroad with a group of JMU students, a JMU professor as well that will be leading the group. Our semester programs, actually, you'll travel with a faculty member in residence, and we actually have professors from the location that you're studying in. So for example, I did the London program, and we had professors that were from London teaching us, so you get the full immersive experience. But we do have programs where that are not offered through JMU, but you can still receive credit. One of those being the exchange program, which I actually get to oversee. And this is a bit of a more independent experience where you'll be one of few JMU students going abroad to one of our partner universities. We have about 19 of those, and students can take anything that the university offers as long as it fits within your academic plan. So if you want to go and knock out a few gen eds while abroad, you can do that. You can also take courses towards your major as well as your minor. We also have external programs as well, which are through our partner, I'll say affiliates. We call them external providers. And they actually come in handy when students want to go and study abroad to different countries or locations where we might not have programs, or if they want to go abroad for a semester and study something where we might not offer. For example, if a student wants to go abroad and study engineering for a semester, we unfortunately don't have a program for a semester at JMU right now, but our affiliates do, and students are able to participate in those programs and receive credit as well.
Great. We have another question from Jennifer. If it's the same Jennifer, keep asking great questions. This one I'll give to Taryn. So Jennifer is wondering if we provide any assistance with finding internships abroad, along with what she might be able to take here in the US.
Yes, absolutely. It's a great question. With internships, we will absolutely help people, help students find placements abroad. There's a number of different ways that a student can participate in an internship. Kayla's program that semester in London actually has an internship opportunity embedded into that semester program. So we actually work with a provider in London that will help students that are interested in participating in an internship get that credit. So along with these semester options, we actually run 6 to 7 internship programs out of our office. And so those can be in locations like Ireland, Germany, New Zealand, Spain. We have one in Australia. We've been working with departments at JMU to get those internship experiences approved for certain credit. So for instance, we have a program in Australia where students can get kinesiology credit, hospitality management credit, or sport and rec management credit if they're those majors. We also have a number of internships that are open to any majors and can place students in nonprofits, in healthcares, in businesses, or other corporations around the world. If a student finds an internship that they want to participate in through one of our affiliate providers, as Pernell was mentioning, we can certainly help with that. And we can also just simply help students do research for international internships that may not be for credit. Most of our internships that are attached to JMU credit are because students may need that for their major or minor or want to receive credit for their experience. But we also have a number of students that just want that experience, not for their major, and we can help them find those opportunities as well.
Great. Yes, we do have lots of really fun internship options. So definitely look into that. Again, that information is on our website. So I'll keep directing you back to our website if you want to find more nuanced information about what specific internships look like and what credits you can get for those. The next question I'm going to give to you, Donna. The student is wondering if it's possible to study abroad as a freshman.
Absolutely. We get you as soon as you get in the door, or before you even get in the door, there are opportunities. So this past year, although this summer, although it's canceled just because of our situation, and it can vary from summer to summer, but we have a summer option where students can get university studies credit in the summer. This year was going to be in Dominican Republic, a service learning type of opportunity just before you arrive. But other than that, we also have an opportunity in London, our semester in London that Kayla has gone to, and Pernell also now has an option for our freshman students. So you can actually begin your career at JMU abroad. And get some gen eds and get your orientation and get everything, but get to experience that to begin with, and then have many opportunities to do it after as well.
Great, thanks. So Kayla, question for you from Caitlin. Caitlin is wondering what options she has for study abroad if she doesn't speak a second language.
Great. So of course, I went to London, so that's an English-speaking country, but there are programs where you can go to Spain and you don't have to be a Spanish minor or major. You can look at the courses that are required and the language requirements, and there's all different countries that you can go to despite your language knowledge.
Yeah, that's a great question. There are a lot of programs where you can get language credit for that if you are interested in getting some language credit. But we do have a lot of program offerings, like Kayla said, where that isn't a requirement. So definitely something to look into if that's something that's on your mind. Taryn, we have a question about how far in advance you need to sign up for a study abroad. So Brianna is wondering when she needs to get her applications in and what the timeline she can expect is.
Yeah, great question, Brianna. So students are typically applying to study abroad, especially if through a JMU program, about a year in advance. So we have an annual application deadline of November 1st. And so, for instance, this November 1st will be for summer 2021, fall 2021, and spring 2022 programs. So really you're thinking when you're in, your freshman year, you're thinking what you might want to do that summer after, and then within your sophomore year. So we certainly recommend coming in and talking to one of our advisors about the different programming options that are available to you. and then starting those conversations early with your academic or college advisors so that you can figure out what you might want to do and how that can fit into your academic career.
Great. Our next question is from Emily. She's interested in what different countries we have partnerships with or where we send our students, where our program's located. Pernell, can you tackle that one?
Sure. We are in over 50 countries, so 50 plus countries. We have quite a few in Europe, Asia, even Africa. We've been running programs there for about 25-ish years. We also have some in South America as well. We even have some, study away programs that are offered here in the States. They're more like internship programs like in LA as well. So we're quite spread around. We also have some in Australia as well.
Great, thanks. Kayla, I'll ask you a question a little bit about your decision to study abroad. What were some of those deciding factors that led you to the program that you wanted to study on? And then Mary, I'll ask you as well.
Sure. So I chose to go to London because it aligned with my major. I used the website to figure out what classes I could take abroad and what program I could use to complete some major credits. And the internship was a huge deciding factor for me. And then going off Pernell mentioning how you're in different countries, I really like that the program also allowed me to visit other countries. That was built into our travel itinerary. And I got to see other countries despite living and working in London.
Okay, so my decision, I was deciding between going to Costa Rica for my sociology minor, as well as possibly going to London for my major as well. But ultimately, I decided that I wanted to go somewhere, one, that I had never been before, and somewhere that may not necessarily be my top choice to go. And it ended up being a place that I would love to return to, as well as I wanted to make my experience being uncomfortable, being that I actually do not speak Spanish at all, and actually picked up a little bit while I was there. And so putting myself in an uncomfortable situation to learn were some of the things that I pondered while deciding where I wanted to go.
Great. We have a question from Jodi, and Taryn, I'll give this one to you. Jodi's wondering what opportunities exist for nursing students and when you would suggest that a nursing student would choose a study abroad program or when they would go on one.
Sure, great question, Jodi. So I'm glad that you're interested in the nursing program. We do have a couple of nursing study abroad programs run specifically through JMU. We have some summer short-term programs. So those would take place between the months of May and July, most likely. Our summer short-term programs can change year to year. Faculty will propose those programs in August, the year before they would run. So I would definitely say to take a look at our website. We also have a unique search feature on our website where students can search by major. So we have major snapshots and what programs might align best with a given major. So on that search programs, if you find the nursing tab, you'll see the 3 short-term summer programs that we propose to have run this summer that were unfortunately canceled. And then you'll also see some exchange programs that might apply and some other JMU programs or external partner programs that may offer credits that would be interesting to you. In addition to our website, of course, coming in and talking to our advisors, talking to faculty within the nursing department will be able to help find that best fit program for you.
Great. Yeah, we have a few major specific questions coming in. So if we don't get to all of the major specific questions, I would encourage students to look, like Taryn said, on our major snapshot page on our Study Abroad webpage, and you'll be able to find more information. Additionally, we'll try to get to some of your questions on our social media pages if we don't get to all of them here. Donna, I'm going to send the next one to you. This is one of our most frequently asked questions. How much does it cost to study abroad?
Thank you so much, Katie. Well, it really varies so widely, depending on if you're going for a semester, if you're going for a short-term program, if you're going for a spring break program. The basic formula is for the JMU programs is that it would be the cost of tuition whether you're in state or out of state, per credit hour. Of course, if that's a semester, there would just be a tuition fee for the full-time status. And then there's a program fee that encompasses all the other on-ground costs. So that would be transportation, that would be lodging, within the program, trips that are included, all the entry fees, all those kind of things. And they can vary really widely. Like I'd mentioned earlier, we have an Ireland geology program. The overhead costs on that one wouldn't, they're camping, they're in a camp place, so a research facility, it's not going to cost the same as going in hotels and going from place to place or living in a dorm. So it can vary widely, but I encourage you to look on our look on our website. We try to keep it all on there because it can change, but we try to keep the costs down as much as we can. We want it to be affordable for everyone. We think study abroad we know study abroad's good for everyone. So we want to help you to get there.
Great. And we have another question from Jennifer. Jennifer, definitely come talk to us when you get to JMU. We're eager to go ahead and get you signed up on a program. But your question is about specifically with honors, and a couple of other students were asking about honors as well. We do have a couple of programs that are designed uniquely for honor students. We had one that was supposed to go to London this summer, another that was going to go to Florence. So each year we'll have a different variety of options for what those honors offerings might be. Additionally, there is the option to honorize courses. So if you want to work with a program director, if you are interested in going to Ghana, for example, but there isn't an honors class offered, you could potentially work with some of your professors either here on campus or any professors that you would have while studying abroad to figure out how you can make a course a little bit more challenging so it can rise to the level of what might be expected in an honors course. So definitely something to look into for that. Additionally, while our direct enrollment programs, so our study abroad at Cambridge, Oxford, and St. Andrews, aren't just for honor students, these do have a minimum GPA requirement. So they tend to attract some of our honor students as well. Jennifer also had a second part of her question about scholarships that are available for these types of programs. So for any program, we have scholarships available. You apply for scholarships at the same time you would fill out your general study abroad application for a specific program. Scholarships range in amounts from $1,000 to about $5,000. And so these are competitive, so making sure that you get a good application in, and then a lot of our scholarships are financial based as well. So that's one of the things that we look for, but some of them just have a merit-based section too. In addition to our scholarships that we provide through JMU or through different colleges, there are also external organizations and programs that we partner with that can provide ways to study abroad. That information can be found on our website as well. So if you just navigate to the scholarship section, you'll find all that information there. Okay, Pernell, question for you. What is the best year to study abroad?
Yes, well, there isn't a definite year that students, can go, should go abroad. But I will say students often go there between the sophomore and junior year, between those 2 years. We also have, I'll say the best way to go about finding out when you should go abroad would be to chat with your academic advisor. That question kind of changes depending on your major. Some programs are a bit more intense, where some majors are a bit more intense, where you have to do a lot of your coursework here at JMU. And so you'll need to really plan ahead on when would be a good summer to go abroad and get courses towards your major.
We have a question about how we can prepare for study abroad opportunities. This one is, what is the most important thing that you can do as a freshman to prepare for future study abroad opportunities? And Mary, I'll give that one to you.
Thank you. I would say, honestly, just be diligent with schoolwork, being considerate about when you would want to go and just keeping it in the back of your mind. And visiting the CGE office and asking for advice on what specific programs, because each program has different requirements. And so just keeping that in mind. And then another thing that I personally did is the program that I ended up going on, I reached out to my program director, and so the professor who was heading the program, and talked to them specifically about what I need to be accepted into the program, as well as after I'm accepted into the program, what additional steps should I take before going abroad? Yeah.
Yeah, and Taryn, did you want to add a little bit of information onto that?
Yes, absolutely. So definitely, as Mary said, I mean, kind of being diligent with your coursework, and also doing research into what type of program you want to do. The CGE holds a study abroad fair every fall semester. So it's actually part of our International Week, the last week of September. And that's a really important and great event for freshmen to come to so that they can learn about all of the study abroad opportunities that we have. In addition to what's listed on the website, this will give students the chance to come meet with other students that maybe participated on a program that they're interested in, meet with program directors, talk face-to-face with the study abroad team and other global Dukes, and just learn more about all of the opportunities, both external, exchange, and JMU programs that are available to them.
Okay, and Taryn, I'll keep this one on you. We have a question about studying abroad for a semester and how that might affect housing or roommate choices. What does that look like?
Yes, so we work very closely with the housing department here at JMU, and students will sign a contract for a full year if that's where they plan to live, say sophomore year, for instance. If a student then applies and decides to go abroad for, say, the spring semester, their contract would be voided for that semester, and whoever their roommate was, that room may either stay empty or they may get another roommate. So JMU Housing is really good about working with our students and making swaps and exchanges for fall and spring semester study abroad. For students that live off campus and that might be looking at subletting their apartment for a term that they'll be abroad, JMU's off-campus housing life department is good in helping students find placements to fill their time when they won't be at JMU.
And Kayla, since you did a semester program, can you tell us a little bit about what you did for your housing and how you negotiated what you were going to do during the semester that you weren't living in Harrisonburg?
Sure. So I actually did a semester program during the summer. So I did still have a lease to an off-campus apartment though. And I planned for that. I know the roommates pages in JMU, you can reach out if you're interested in subletting. I know a lot of people will correspond with friends and will do like the first semester, whoever's not studying abroad will be living there, and then they'll switch out for the next semester. So I know there's a lot of communication on that within the JMU class pages.
Okay, great. So Mary, just thinking about, again, your decision to study abroad, what would you tell an incoming freshman or somebody who's thinking about studying abroad but isn't quite sold on the idea or has some obstacles? What would you say to convince them to go on a study abroad program?
Well, that's a good question. I would say, for one, JMU is a wonderful institution. But there's some things that you just can't learn on the Quad or East Campus that luckily JMU gives us a chance to go globally to learn. And for me personally, as a lifelong learner, I decided that I wanted to learn a little bit more of what JMU could teach, but just not on the grounds of the campus.
Okay, and Taryn, we do have a couple of questions about options for studying abroad for a shorter amount of time. I'm thinking about a week or 2 week options. What do those options look like for us at JMU?
Yes, so we do. We offer spring break programs, so they'll kind of be lumped into our short-term programs, but it would be a 1 week international experience during JMU spring break that's tied into a spring semester course that students would be taking starting in January and through the spring semester. For our summer short-term programs, our rule of thumb is 3 weeks, 3 credits. There is some gray area there with programs that may have some online work or some pre-international on-site work done. If you check out our website, I mean, you'll see that we have programs that run anywhere from over the summer from 2.5 weeks to 9+ weeks. So there's definitely variety there, and we can help find something that fits. Especially, we do know that students want to intern over the summer or might have jobs. So you'll see a lot of programs as part of that Maymester, which will then open up June and July if students need to be doing things here stateside. But we can help find that best fit program for you.
All right, well, I think that's all the questions that we have. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into our Study Abroad live chat. If we weren't able to get to your specific question, or if you have a nuance that you're more curious about, feel free to get in touch with any of our Study Abroad advisors at studyabroad@jmu.edu. You can check us out on social media. And then you can also visit the Choices website for more information. We'll post the link below so you can rewatch this video or share it with others. And we look forward to seeing you at JMU.